It is the dawning of a new era here in the heart of Philadelphia, the wrestling capital of the world. It is the infamous corner of Swanson and Rittner, and it is time for Propane Pro Wrestling. I am Gerry Strauss. To my side, as always, Mike Winter, and Ron Zombie has hit the ring.
Ding dong, the witch is dead, Gerry Strauss, and we come out here with the living dead and Ron Zombie.
From the house of 1,000 corpses, weighing 242 pounds, Ron Zombie!
These fans making some noise for Zombie, but we're about to see a debut here in 3PW, a man who has made his name for himself in a very, very unique way through reality TV and then here in Philadelphia, but finally...
Gerry, that's Rockin' Rebel.
Well, I thought that the Rockin' Rebels... Oh boy.
There's no introduction to Tom Matter being a curtain jerker tonight. The rest of you. I'm going to bring out one of my old tag team partners. He's actually really my new tag team partner. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of every class, 3PW Pro presents its Black Ball champion of the world, Rockin' Rebel and Greg Matthews.
We heard he was coming. History about to be made. Greg Matthews about to hit the 3PW ring for the very first time.
Your Black Ball champions of the world, Greg Matthews, Rockin' Rebel. You know they had their eyes set on that tag team tournament next month.
Absolutely. One of several announcements we heard at the top of the show from the man in charge, Mike Hawes, in a very, very true, honest moment between himself and the 3PW fans as we look towards the future of this company. And when you think about the future, you have to think about both of these men in the ring right now. Oh!
It looks like, talking about the future, Greg Matthews wants to get a quick start on this match.
Greg Matthews with the back elbow taken under the wing of the veteran here in Philadelphia, the Rockin' Rebel, and now with the youthful Matthews at his side, these two could be a very, very dominant force. Clothesline only gets a 2 count for Greg Matthews.
Greg Matthews shouldn't be so enthusiastic, though. You gotta watch out for Ron Zombie.
Zombie hitting the ropes, on the run with the neck breaker. Nice maneuver. These fans have shown up to have some fun here tonight, and they are making some noise to kick things off. Straight jacket neck breaker.
Zombie also looking for his first win here in 3PW.
That's true, and what a way to do it. If he can knock off Greg Matthews, leg drop from the second rope, he could have him right here. Only a 2 count for Zombie. Two very different physical styles here with these two. Zombie is straight up brawler. Matthews certainly more powerful. He's caught. Looked like he was going to take him up and over with a suplex, instead driving him down with a modified spine buster almost.
Almost a sidewalk slam there, Gerry, you're correct. Zombie showing us some great offense here tonight.
Matthews firing away with the right hands. Reversal of the whip by Zombie, misses the clothesline. Matthews on the move over the top rope, and he's hanging on. Some help from the Rebel. And the head scissors, and Zombie taken all the way to the outside.
And the Rebels at his best, taking advantage of when a man is down.
Rockin' Rebel unable to get along with anybody for a long period of time here in 3PW, but he had to go outside and perfect pair. Using the chair, and Ron Zombie may be fighting a losing battle here in this one. Oh, look at Greg Matthews!
Up and over, no hands. Look, Wendy, I can fly, Greg Matthews.
That was a damn impressive move for a man the size of Greg Matthews. I'd like to see Maven do that. Who? I don't know. Looking for the vertical suplex, perhaps. Up goes Ron Zombie. But he blocks it back on his feet, and he eats the drop kick 2 feet to the face.
Doesn't go for the cover. I don't think that was a smart move, laying him in.
And you can see the influence of the Rockin' Rebel in Greg Matthews. Same methodical style. Doesn't make many mistakes. Zombie backed into the rope now. Reversal of the whip again by Zombie. Looking for the clothesline, glancing blow. And Matthews decides to go to the outside on his own, maybe think things over a little bit.
Taking a breather, coming back in.
Oh, martial arts style roundhouse kick to the shoulder area. Boot to the midsection. Greg Matthews on the move, swinging neck breaker. Nails him on his shoulder, really. Almost like an ace crusher. And now the big man on top. Dropping the elbow, and that should do it right there. But it does not. Zombie able to get the shoulder up.
No, Zombie is well known for being able to withstand a whole bunch of pain.
Counter up by Zombie as we speak. Floating DDT. He could have him.
And the Rebel is up there. Rebel sticking his nose into this match once again. Zombie can't be too happy about that.
He may have just saved Greg Matthews from defeat here. And Ron Zombie just realizing it. And there goes the Rebel. Zombie finally getting the Rebel out of things for now. And here we go, boot to the midsection, looking for another floating DDT, countered by Matthews. Fireman's carry, oh! His version of the F5, and Greg Matthews takes it.
5 minutes, 7 seconds. Here is your winner, Greg Matthews.
Impressive debut for Greg Matthews here, but the other story of this match is the involvement of the Rockin' Rebel. Cohesive tag team, able to take out the single man here tonight.
And they're not done yet. Double vertical suplex. It's a one-on-one situation. It was anyway, but these two working pretty well as a tandem. You have to wonder how they're going to fare when we decide new tag team champions next month here in Philadelphia.
Definitely looks like an early favorite.
Special attraction rookie match presented by the Alhambra Wrestling School. Visit their website, ProWrestlingOnBlood.com. Rockin' Rebel, Meanie trainer. Check out their flyers on the seats. It is one ball and 3-way man. Your referee is Mr. Jim Monsta.
And here we go, Jerry. We always talk about the young up-and-comers coming here to 3PW, and this is specifically a rookies match.
Throughout the years, 3PW, a place where young budding superstars can make a name for themselves for the first time here in Philadelphia. No better example of that than a man we're going to see later on tonight returning to the company in Josh Daniels. But tonight, we've got 3 newcomers and we're going to see who's going to come out on top in this one. All three are absolutely sensational, though, Mike.
Oh, definitely all three of them rookies, all three of them looking for that coveted spot here in 3BW. You got to think the winner here making a contract. Greg Spitz.
All three men representing the aforementioned Pro Wrestling Unplugged training facility, the Animal House, due to a working agreement in an effort to bring you 3PW fans the best in that young, budding, superstar level talent. And here comes a man who is maybe one of the most dynamic high flyers that we've seen in a long, long time. Potentially, this guy is going to be amazing.
Well, this is definitely going to be a match to watch. All three of these guys, I would suspect, will be major talents here on the East Coast Independents.
And here comes competitor number 4, and then that we know, no strangers with Devon Moore. At least two have actually formed a team for a good part of their very, very young careers. They've also faced each other many, many times, but never in a high-profile situation like this. The eyes of the Philadelphia and beyond wrestling world watching this one.
Drew Blood.
And Mike, this is a situation, all three men known to take a risk or two, known to put their bodies on the line, and that attitude, you have to believe, will never be more prevalent than here tonight, because so much at stake for these three.
It looks like Spitz is saying you guys started out. Spitz showing he put some thought in this match.
Drew Blood going to work on the left arm of Devon Moore, who is the smallest man in this match from a weight perspective. Blood the smallest from a height perspective. Snapmare by Blood brings Moore to his feet.
Greg Spitz, obviously the smartest man in this match.
Spitz trying to stay away from the action for now. Hard shoulder tackle by Blood on the move. Deep arm drag sunk in by Devon Moore. And responding in kind is Drew Blood. Ticked down by Moore. Only a 1 count. There's one by Blood. Gets a quick 2. Blocks the kick. Both men blocking each other. They just know each other so very well. You have to believe all three men have been preparing for this one for a long, long time. This is the opportunity of their careers thus far.
And now they're zeroing in on Spitz, saying, where were you?
Well, he's begging off, but no good. And it looks like Drew Blood and Devon Moore are going to rekindle some of that tag team camaraderie that they've enjoyed in other areas of their career. Double hip toss. In goes Blood with the double team. Stepping up with the knee to the jaw. And here comes Devon Moore.
Great teamwork from these two.
But how long can this last? Every man for himself in this one. Up and over goes Spitz. Forearms for both men. Springboard, what's he gonna do here? Finds nobody. Elbow to both men on the move, and a double drop toe hold by Blood and Moore.
Blood and Moore both have the legs here. What are they looking for? Oh! Head hard into the turnbuckle. And, oh no! Oh!
4 feet to the damn face.
Impressive, Gerry.
He
wouldn't be surprised to see all three of these guys get signed to 3PW.
And they're certainly making an impression early on. And what's this here? Moore and Blood now taking each other. And a big super kick by Devon Moore. And now 2 men out, 1 man in.
Spitz going after Blood on the floor. Devon Moore getting the crowd behind him. Gets a running start.
Devon Moore putting his body on the line, springboarding off the top, wiping out both men. Not sure who got the better of that one. It looks like Spitz the first one to his feet.
Spitz back in moves.
Greg Spitz, the big man in this match, and it looks like he's gonna fly. And he finds absolutely nobody.
Splat, Gerry.
True Blood back in the ring. He wants some more of Devon Moore. Hard right hand. They're going toe-to-toe now. Boot to the midsection. Devon Moore looking to hook something up here. Double underhook, butterfly position. He eats the leg lariat. And Blood almost steals the 3. So much strategy in this thing. You got to be watching out for the man that you're facing and that third man as well at all times. And it's Spitz using his size and power advantage over the other two. Hard shot there.
Get him out of there. Back out of the corner. Get him out of there.
Ooh. Just taking Devon Moore off of his feet.
Both men in the corner.
Running back splash. And Greg Spitz has things well in hand at this point into the opposite side. Oh! And Devon too quick. Oh! Don't even know what you call that one, but True Blood doing the smart thing. There's the inverted DDT, and this could be his for the taking. And Greg Spitz able to kick out.
So close for True Blood right there.
Reversal of the whip by Spitz. And here comes Devon. Blockbuster neckbreaker, springboard style from the middle of the rope. And True Blood able to make the save. Oh! On his feet. On the run with the neckbreaker by Devon Moore.
Devon Moore is so quick, you just got to watch out.
And a very weak kick out by Blood. He may be fading fast here. But again, you got to watch out for Greg Spitz.
Greg Spitz seems to be a little bit out of it, Gerry.
Whoa! Modified Blue Thunder, and Spitz able to recover to break it up just in time. Boot to the midsection. Spitz on the run. Knee to the side of the head, could be a knockout blow, but Spitz unable to capitalize.
He just needs to fall back.
Now he's on top, and just too much time taken by Spitz. And at this point, these guys taking a tremendous amount of punishment, getting winded. You gotta maybe think they're forgetting a little bit about the intricate strategy that they may have brought into the match. Just fight whoever you can and try and be the man on top when the 3 count goes down. Spitz on the move, eats 2 knees to the midsection. Oh, man!
Double kryptonite crunch.
But who's going to get up here? Greg Spitz maybe knocked the hell out, but I don't know how much better True Blood or Devon Moore are feeling at this point.
Hey, even if neither Devon Moore or True Blood wins the match, you know, we could see them end up at the tag team tournament.
Oh, that would definitely be interesting. And quick right hand by Blood, enough to knock Spitz, or I should say Moore off, and now a kick to the head does the same for Moore. Into the corner goes Blood, up and over with the backdrop. Up. Oh, man! Devon Moore with that sunset flip into the pile driver. And Spitz again able to break it up. Now he's going for the cover. And you have to believe, as quick as all three men are, someone's going to have to create some distance from the third man if they want to pin somebody. Nice run by Moore out of nowhere. And another kick out. Three very different competitors, Mike, but you got to say, all three have proven they want it here. Springboard moonsault. Ah.
So close for Devon Moore. Version of the lion salt.
Moore may have been thinking about going to the top again, taking a chance. DDT on Spitz. And now he's climbing that ladder. He's going for what brought him to the dance, what brought him here to 3PW, and drew blood, bringing him right back down. Knocked off the apron by Spitz.
Spitz climbing to the top.
Oh, this is going to be big. Oh! Crucifix powerbomb all the way from the second. That's it.
Greg Spitz, big power maneuver.
Devon Moore played it high. Drew Blood played it low, but Greg Spitz played it smart, and it's what brought him the victory here tonight, Mike.
I'm impressed with this Greg Spitz. That was a well-planned maneuver. He knew Devon Moore is a high flyer. He knew that's where exactly he wanted him for that second row crucifix.
Three men we'll be hearing a lot more about in the sport of wrestling, and here in 3PW as well. You gotta believe Greg Spitz, your winner here tonight. Getting set for more one-on-one action here, Mike, and here comes a man who, for whatever reason, just hasn't gotten the respect that he feels he has deserved in his tenure here in Propane Pro.
Damian Adams coming out here, new theme music for the guy.
Absolutely, and you have to realize, no matter whether you love him, whether you hate him, he's one heck of a talent. He's proven it here time and time again.
Some have called him one of the most underrated talents on the independent circuit today. Looking for a big win here tonight against, someone making their debut.
Well, we saw this man actually in 3PW quite a while ago, actually.
Before my time, Gerry.
You weren't born yet? One of the most controversial figures that we've ever seen here in Philadelphia wrestling. Certainly a man who I don't even know how to describe the man we were seeing here, but it's obvious that he certainly has his following. Certainly a man who, again, just like Damian Adams, whether you love him, whether you hate him, You have to admit, he is certainly one of the most talented superstars that we have ever seen in or out of this building. Mixed reaction for Trent Acid, whom, if you'll notice, Mike, is accompanied to ringside by his partner for life, Backstreet Boy. What?
Johnny Kashmere.
Yes.
I was getting into the music. I'm sorry.
And this is certainly a very unique moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to introduce at ringside, Johnny Kashmere. From South Philadelphia, Japan, measuring in at 9 inches,
Does that make him a cruiserweight or a heavyweight, Gerry?
I don't know, I guess we should take a poll of the women around ringside or in the parking lot.
It's way too late for that, okay? And it appears to remember that me and this man right here put on the independent wrestling on the map. Okay? I still show you the accounting companies in this building.
And then they got fired from all of them.
Now they bring me in here because who are you? Damian Adams, give me a break. I'm an international superstar.
Shouldn't take Damian Adams lightly.
You're lucky I got my shirt on. Okay? I don't need any cheers at me walking back. I'm the best wrestler in Philadelphia.
Like we said, Trent Acid appearing for 3PW well over a year, probably about 2 years ago now. And as with many other companies he has competed for, political backstage sort of problems. Certainly a guy he's tough to work with.
Definitely a man who speaks his mind.
Tonight, a new beginning of sorts for 3PW. We're seeing a lot of new faces, a lot of men whom we haven't seen in a long time. It's almost like a second chance, a second lease on life. Trent Acid, whether you love him or hate him, you have to admit, he is truly one of the greatest talents that you could see here in a Philadelphia ring. But I don't think it's smart at all for him to be taking Damian Adams so lightly.
He's definitely a very charismatic, very athletic, very talented superstar. And you're right, he should not be taking Damian Adams lightly, and that's the problem with Damian Adams. Everybody has been taking him lightly, but also the fans have been taking him lightly because of his bad attitude.
And this is a perfect opportunity for Damian Adams, not only to win some respect, but to shut Trent Acid up once and for all. It can almost be symbolic of the problem he's been fighting his whole career here in Propane Pro. If he can knock off Trent Acid, he could go a long way in turning around his image. It's obvious Trent Acid feels somewhat betrayed by these longtime Philadelphia faithful fans. Certainly, many of them happy to see him back. I would imagine there's many out there who would hope we would never see him again. And he's walking, he's taking a walk. Talk about walking into this building tonight with a chip on his shoulder. Trent Acid obviously has lost his temper already.
Something that Damian Adams has been known for, but Damian Adams is kind of keeping it cool and calm in there. Seems to be a different pace. The fans aren't on Damian Adams for once.
Adams, you can think in a way, you know, it is his home turf here. He's been here at 3PW for quite a while now. And even though Trent Acid has more experience in the sport, even though Trent Acid may have loftier accomplishments, it's sort of like Damian Adams may be, in a way, the crowd favorite here just by the fact that he represents 3PW. Trent Acid now sort of an outsider.
Damian Adams almost losing his temper. You see him shoving around Trent Acid.
And here we go, collar and elbow. Acid backing Adams into the ropes.
Break it clean, let's go, come on. Break it out of there.
Almost a clean break.
Shit, you got nothing on more.
Oh, hold up a second. Adams may be looking for some retribution, but Acid saw him coming off the ropes now. Leapfrog by Trent Acid. Drop down. And here's some right hands by Damian Adams, showing some fire. Nice cartwheel. But Adams takes him down with the arm drag anyway.
Very effective, very quick Damian Adams.
Adams may not have the physique of Trent Acid. He may not have the agility of Trent Acid, but he is as fundamentally sound as they come. He is as technically sound and as intense as they come.
Just ringing on that arm.
Acid backs Adams into the ropes, looking to force the break. Will we see a cheap shot? Yes, we will. There's a second. Ducking under the right hand, looking for the atomic drop. Acid missing the Yakuza kick, and right back to the arm drag goes Damian Adams.
Damian Adams sticking to the basics as it seems to be working. Trent Acid's a man who likes to get flashy out there, and Damian Adams more than likely knows that, and he wants to keep this as simple as possible.
Damian Adams, as of late, has been concentrating on his partnership with Monsta Mack, a man who is conspicuous by his absence at ringside. Perhaps a case of Damian Adams really wanting to go at it alone and get a big victory all on his own against the time-tested Trent Acid. Again with the right hands. Into the corner goes Acid. Big back body drop. Not a good landing for Trent Acid.
And Damian Adams stalking him.
And now Acid looking for a handshake. Now he wants to make friends, and Adams will have absolutely none of it. Reversal of that whip, and Johnny Kashmere.
Just casually, he's still on his cell phone.
He must have some great reception. Again, working as a tandem in a one-on-one situation, the backseat boys. And look at this. A side moonsault from the second rope. He wiped out Damian Adams. He almost wiped out the guardrail.
If he got any more height on that, he could have wiped out the first row. And
you have to wonder if Monsta Mack not being out here is going to cost Damian Adams, because it's really somewhat of a 2-on-1 situation with Trent Acid and Johnny Kashmere obviously willing to do whatever it takes to get a victory.
Both men back up.
Not sure who got the worst of it. I think Acid may have hurt himself on that guardrail a little bit more than it originally appeared. And that was straight up choke. Acid.
And Kashmere getting his nose stuck in this.
Oh, hold on. Trent Acid may not be hurt at all.
Biting him.
Oh my goodness. Snapmare by Acid. Oh, hard forearm shot, and now the rear chin lock.
Ref has to make sure this doesn't turn into a chokehold.
Almost a surreal situation here, Mike, to see Trent Acid, see the Backseat Boys back in this building here in 3PW. And Damian Adams firing away. He does not want to give in.
As the singles fall out of Trent Acid's ring attire.
And that was $1 million DDT right there. Hook of the leg on Damian Adams. Not ready to throw in the towel just yet. Right hands by Acid.
1, 2, 3, 4. Get it off the choke. Come on now. Keep it off the choke hold.
Blatant disregard for the rules there.
And right back down to the mat. And we're seeing a very different Trent Acid than longtime Backseat Boys fans may be accustomed to. A smarter Backseat Boys, maybe a more bitter Backseat Boys.
Definitely more aggressive than I've seen. Just wrenching that headlock. Look at it.
You have to wonder what their intentions are here in Propane Pro. Is Acid looking for single success? Are they gearing up for tag team tournament action next month? We don't know at this point. But Adams doesn't care. He's firing back again. DDT this time blocked by Adams. Stuck in the Yakuza. Oh! Enziguri to the back of the head, and Adams may have evened the playing field right there, Mike.
That's the big time move that Damian Adams needed. Now he has to take advantage.
Very slow to get to their feet are both men. Who is the worse for wear here? Adams is up first. Big right hand. Acid firing back. Right to the eyes goes Trent on the run. Oh! Overhead, belly to belly.
Come on, Trent.
And Damian Adams, back suplex. He's got him. No, he does not.
Almost. So close there for Damian Adams. One would expect he would need one more big power move in that series to pick this one up, but Trent Acid.
He may not get the chance at this point. Trent Acid in the driver's seat, and Adams felt what was coming on his feet. Quick roll up. Trent Acid shoulders are down, only for a 2. On the move, Adams stopping himself. Quick roll up there. Oh, so close. Adams can feel it. Imminent victory, perhaps on the way, but Acid with the whip. Up and over goes Trent, looking for a sunset flip.
Adams finding it.
Oh. Both men coming so close. Inside cradle by Damian Adams. Again, only getting the 2. Up and over again. Oh, hold on a second. Pop up, drop.
That is it, Gerry. Whoa. And Kashmere saving Acid.
That could have surely been a victory for Damian Adams, and Johnny Kashmere doing what had to be done. Adams drawn with Kashmere now. He knows he was just robbed. Right hand for Kashmere. Damian Adams getting physical with the other member of the back seats. Oh! Yakuza kick.
Eats the Yakuza. That is it, Gerry.
51 seconds. You win the match. It's self-professed international superstar,
Trent Acid representing the back seats, making a surprising return to Propane Pro, a return to the arena always will be known as the ECW Arena in a big, big way, like it or not, Mike.
Definitely, Trent Acid backed up his big talk from earlier. Comes out with an impressive victory over Damian Adams. Big time Yakuza kick. I'm very impressed.
They stole one here tonight. What are we going to see next from the back seats here in 3PW? And Mike, we talked earlier about 3PW allowing young superstars to make a name for themselves and to blossom into full-on stars in the sport of pro wrestling. Here is a perfect example, a man who truly made a name for himself here in Propane Pro.
Definitely Josh Daniels, successful touring of Japan, finally back to 3PW.
It's been 20 long months since we have seen Josh Daniels in a 3PW ring, and this crowd welcoming him back.
hailing from Syracuse, New York, weighing in at 211 pounds. Please welcome back, Josh Daniels!
And Gerry, his opponent here tonight, your neighbor from the hood, Ruckus.
I think you got it confused. I come from Woodbridge, New Jersey. I come from the wood. The high-flying phenom returning to 3PW once again, and this should be one hell of a match.
He weighs 240 pounds and hails from the hood. This is Rockin!
Great dichotomy of styles here. Josh Daniels, the intense ground-based grappler, hard-hitting submission holds. That's Josh Daniels. Ruckus, of course, the high flyer. But you know something, Mike? We remember just a month ago, Ruckus going toe-to-toe with and actually going to a controversial draw with one of the premier hard hitters in the sport today, the notorious 187 Homicide.
No, definitely. That was a great match. Like you said, very, very controversial finish. And here he has Josh Daniels tonight, very similar to Homicide.
Definitely a proving ground for Ruckus last month to prove he can hang with somebody of that style, of that caliber. He's going to be tested just as strongly here tonight with Josh Daniels, and he is doing pretty well for himself now. Top wrist lock of sorts. Daniels trying to spin out of it.
Daniels working on that arm.
Like I said earlier, 20 long months since Josh Daniels has been in the 3PW ring. At that time, he was on an 8+ month winning streak, Mike, not losing a singles match during that time. Opting to take some international tours. It's great to see him back, but you have to wonder just how much more effective and dominant he can be now with all that international experience behind him.
I definitely see you see more of a Japanese influence on his style here, working that ground-based offense.
Daniels returning to a very different 3PW than the one he left. Ruckus not even around at that point. This is the first ever meeting between these two. Side headlock takedown, and Josh Daniels has no desire to let Ruckus free at this point. Using the scissors to counter was Ruckus, but Daniels right back with the side headlock. The pace will quicken now, and a hard shoulder tackle. Josh Daniels on the move, leapfrog by Ruckus. Hip toss, no, on his feet. And Ruckus, oh man, backflip into the head scissors, drop kick to the face.
And Daniels rolls out of the ring smartly enough.
Ruckus stalking, you gotta believe he's got something in mind, through the ropes, and Daniels caught him with a shot.
Blocks it. Ran right into the hard forearm by Josh Daniels.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you hear how loud that was? That was through his shirt.
Daniels with some of the hardest chops in wrestling. His Dynamite Kid, Benoit-esque influence, certainly prominent. Oh man! And so is the quickness of Ruckus. Daniels meeting steel. Scoop slam on the floor.
Ruckus, what's Ruckus up to here?
He's on the apron, but you gotta believe he won't be there for long. Shooting star to the floor.
Unbelievable, Gerry.
Ruckus putting his body on the line once again here in Philly. And Josh Daniels able to defeat so many great superstars in that winning streak here in 3PW. Guys like Kid Cash, Damian Adams, Chris Chetty, the list goes on and on, but you have to wonder, has he ever felt anything? Has he ever faced anyone quite like Ruckus?
Ruckus is definitely the quickest of his opponents. Oh, nasty spill.
Daniels just sweeping the legs out from under Ruckus in the worst possible position, and Ruckus crumbling to the mat. And now Josh Daniels may have an opportunity to really assert himself here.
Just laying those boots in, showing an aggressive side.
And is that the influence?
Choking him with his shirt there.
Oh my goodness.
This is vicious.
A different Josh Daniels than we saw back in the day. Take no prisoners. Oh. And again, firing away with the knife edge chops. Pounding away. Oh my goodness, he took him all the way over the top rope.
Daniels seems to be pleased with himself. I think he'll be content with a count out here.
You have to believe he knows how successful he was and could have been if he stayed in 3PW. He wants to pick up where he left off.
Brings it back in hard.
Up and down with the back suplex. Perfect execution. No hook of the leg and only a 2 count for Daniels.
He folded them up like an accordion. Daniels just slow and methodical here. Doesn't want to match speed with Ruckus. Daniels is going to want to keep him on the mat. Hard knife edge chop.
And Ruckus sent to the opposite side, eating the back elbow.
And actually, we've never seen Ruckus being dominated like this before.
Not at all. Ruckus, successful, competitive, with such a varied array of superstars here in Pro Paint Pro. He's faced everyone from a Homicide to Damian Adams to Sabu in this very ring, in this very building.
Once again, choking him with his shirt and has leverage with his knee in the small of his back. Daniels is definitely bringing the pain here tonight.
And Ruckus trying to fight back.
He's almost sadistic in his mannerisms here. It's as if he enjoys hurting Ruckus.
He is a changed man, that is for sure. Will it be more effective for him? It sure as hell looks like it. Snap suplex. And Ruckus again able to survive.
There's a leg scissors. Staying on him, keeping him down. This is definitely different than most Ruckus matches we have seen. Not in so much that he's on the mat, but he's basically getting his ass kicked by Josh Daniels here.
Basic, simple, yet so effective. Take away the weapon that Ruckus uses to really dominate in most of his matches, the high flying. If you could take away his ability to get air, to get speed, to get distance, Josh Daniels may just be moments away from continuing his winning streak some 20 months later. Again, with the chops. Looking for the back elbow again. This time, Ruckus too quick. Look at this. We've seen that so many times before. Ruckus on the move. Can we see it razzle dazzle?
Ruckus head of steam.
Dropping the leg with the axe kick. How explosive is Ruckus?
Can he capitalize though?
He is on top, and Daniels able to kick out. Ruckus has to keep the pressure on. There's a chop of his own. Not sure it was a Daniels caliber, but you know he felt that one. Could that be it? Again, vertical press without hooking the leg, unsuccessful.
Dragging him to the corner.
Could be looking for the finishing touch right here. Ruckus will fly, and Daniels got both feet up. Heads up play by Josh Daniels.
Had that move well scouted, Gerry. And Daniels!
Oh my goodness!
Big time clothesline for Daniels, taking him out of the ring.
All the power, all the velocity, and all of the intensity that Daniels could muster. And Ruckus hit the cement and the steel very, very hard.
Daniels now outside, looking for more damage on Ruckus.
Again into the steel.
Daniels.
Running charge. Oh! Now running, charging forearm right to the face.
Unbelievable, Gerry. This guy is sick.
Shades of Masato Tanaka there in a way. And you can see the Japanese influence from his time in the 0-1 promotion.
Ruckus seems to be out. Ruckus is barely moving.
And finally the match back in the ring, and Daniels looking for something here. Waist lock, German suplex. What a bridge, and Ruckus able to kick out. How much heart does this guy have?
That was a picture-perfect German suplex from Josh Daniels, and Ruckus able to kick out of it. You saw that beautiful bridge right there.
Ruckus being out-wrestled. He's being outmaneuvered, struck, you might say. These two battling for position, but he's not being outgutted. He's still in this thing.
Daniels has him up.
Oh, this could be the finishing touch. Superplex.
That is it. Daniels seems to have hit his head on that one as well. Both men down.
Slow to get over, and now Daniels hooking the leg. And Ruckus still able to survive.
Big time superplex from Josh Daniels, and Ruckus able to kick out. Daniels has to look deeper into his bag of tricks now.
And he's got to be thinking, what is it going to take? I've never faced anyone who can defy gravity like Ruckus, and maybe I've never faced anyone as tough as Ruckus. Caught him on the run, fireman's carry. Oh my God! Standing, twisting, 360 with the salt. And Daniels, this time able to survive.
So close, look at that.
How the hell did Ruckus do that?
He just pulled that out of nowhere, Gerry.
And more chops, retribution from earlier in the match. Daniels may be looking for the Northern Lights, blocked by Ruckus. Into a bear hug instead. Oh! And Ruckus in midair, turning it into an ace crusher.
Unbelievable maneuver. This guy is just quick. This guy is smart. This guy knew exactly what Josh Daniels was looking for, and he knew exactly how to block it.
Ruckus has done his homework. Roundhouse kick Daniels out of harm's way, and he just turned him inside out.
Took his head right off. That was that big time clothesline that Daniels was looking for earlier. Is this it?
And you have to believe that if Daniels had gotten the cover a little bit earlier, if he had rolled over there sooner, he may have had a chance. But Ruckus, unbelievably able to recover at this point. And again, all this time, Full Nelson maybe looking for the Dragon Suplex. Ruckus fights it off, but that forearm stopped him dead, stopped him cold. Again with the suplex, Ruckus trying to fight him, trying to block it. That's twice. Up and over. Backslide, looking for the backslide. Inside cradle by Ruckus. He got him, he got him.
Did you see the leverage he had with that headstand on the inside package? Ruckus just out-wrestled Josh Daniels.
Very slick move, Ruckus. As you said, using the bridge, using the headstand to get more leverage. There was nowhere for Daniels to go at that point. Ruckus out of absolutely nowhere, using the ground game, using a mat-based technique to get the victory. And Josh Daniels, he can't believe it. What a match, what a return for Josh Daniels, and what a win for Ruckus.
No, definitely, that was very, very impressive. Like I said, Ruckus just out-wrestled Josh Daniels right there.
Round of applause for Daniels. We'll see more of him, but for now, Ruckus with the victory.
One of the biggest, if not the biggest superstar here at 3PW.
Pound for pound, certainly. And we talked about budding superstars. Well, this is sort of a blubbering superstar.
Did you say budding, or did you mention his butt?
No, his butt actually speaks for itself. And so does this picture. Speaking 1,000 words, and not too far from that in poundage as well. That's certainly one of the more unique, eye-catching, attention-grabbing superstars that we've seen in this company in a long, long time.
You can't deny the fact, though, he's kind of a ladies' man, Gerry.
Well,
I mean,
he does see a lot of breasts, but, you know, a couple of them are on his own body.
he needs a lot of women to cover him up.
You're only going to see this man here in 3PW, folks. And he's actually causing ringsiders to take their shirts off.
Contract.
Chris Crude grabs himself. That must mean he's getting serious. Oh my God! What the hell is that?
Is that a sandwich? It's taking diet tips from Jared.
Has that thing been in there all day?
You know how Quiznos has those oven-baked subs? I guess this is...
I think he baked it again.
Earplugs? How about a mouth plug?
Talk about being in denial about a weight problem.
I think the only problem is his pants are falling down.
He almost hit Jim Molyneux.
Does he have enough oil?
I can't believe that. I'm not sure she even wants to be anywhere near the ring at this point. I mean, we're all about the fans here, but...
Who keeps a sandwich in their crotch?
This poor girl.
She looks almost traumatized.
You can see she's trying to avoid contact as much as possible. This could take a while if she has to cover all of them. Oh my, oh no. I think the suspenders were the only thing saving us from total disaster. Oh my.
And now that he's properly oiled down, not just from the sandwich in his pants. now.
He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, more appropriately down his pants. And he's about to face a man who many call the heart and soul of 3PW, certainly maybe the longtime favorite here in Philly. These fans erupting as the bluest man in wrestling history once again makes his way to the ring. And it is blatantly obvious who this crowd would like to see come on top in this one. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, Mike. This may be the first time anybody said this in this veteran's history of his entire career, but the Meanie severely outsized in this match.
I think the whole first row is severely outsized.
Whoa! Hey, hey, hey! Damn! Careful, he might call Meanie a turkey. Likes of which we haven't seen since what's happening. I wonder if this guy can cartwheel. Oh my God. Oh. Something's churning. I think it's everybody's stomachs.
What could you call that, Gerry?
Disgusting.
He looks like soft serve ice cream.
And the Meanie, with his relatively fit body in comparison, getting a much better response.
He just served him. guess it's on now.
But we know you're stronger. Wrap this around my biceps. Let's show the people.
Yeah, but how much of that is 100% lard?
Test of strength.
Meanie, never known as a power guy, but he looks like an Adonis standing next to a Crude. Look at that arm jiggle. Oh, he's backing down.
Let's use the other arm. That's his power arm right there, Gerry.
That's the one that supersizes it.
Puts him over the top.
He's backing off again. Well, if his left arm can't do it, his right arm can't do it. Back to the left, and again he's backing off. And the longer he takes, the more this crowd is going to get on the case of Chris Crude. I think Crude was just pointing out the belly of Jim Molyneux. The Blue Meanie having some fun here tonight, as he is known to do. Oh! He doesn't have a six-pack. He certainly has the keg. Crude has the whole damn bar. Oh, my God. Like the wet t-shirt contests of old. Except we don't want to see it.
Wow. Was that the voice? Oh no, that wasn't the voice of God. That was Frank Talon.
Trick question, dude. Frank Talon is God. And now we've got a standoff. What are we going to see here?
What the? Oh no. Does Meanie know what he's in for?
Do either of them know what they're in for? Do either of them know what the hell they're doing? Nobody moves.
If you're going to have a sumo match, have some respect.
Sumo wrestling, 3PW style.
And now it is a proper sumo matchup. Can't start without the ref's blessing.
There we go again. Oh, man. It's a wash. Crude with more size, Meanie maybe with a little bit more velocity, a little more acceleration. More smarts as well. There's a knife edge, and I think this match has just gotten kick-started.
Meanie using his speed on Chris Crude. Oh, and now he's tickling him.
Back elbow by Meanie using that quickness. There's the Bulldog out of the corner. Blue Meanie on top. Cannot get the three in the early going. just can't bring him to his feet. This guy's just unmovable.
Maybe he needs some help, like a forklift. Oh, and now he's stuck. The Meanie is stuck.
Oh my goodness.
I've never seen anything like this, Jim.
I've never wanted to see anything like that. Oh, and a hard clothesline. He's like the comics.
Oh! Sending shockwaves through 3PW Chris Crude.
Meanie right on him with the real chin lock. Ever see that movie, What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
What was eating Gilbert Grape?
Well, his mother almost did. And for some reason that comes to mind while watching Chris Crude crisscrossing, showing an impressive amount of speed for a man his size. And both men slowing down.
This is
maybe not playing to their strengths are Chris Crude and the Blue Meanie. Oh, right to the eyes.
and the Meanie.
Oh no. Oh boy. Samoan drop spoke for itself. All that weight crashing down on top of the Meanie. And Meanie able to roll his opponent right off of him.
Roll the rolls right off him.
And Creed back on the attack. Blue Meanie, one of the most popular big men in Philly wrestling history. Chris Crude wants to attain that level of notoriety. Dropping the headbutt.
And Meanie able to get the arm up. I think it was the only thing that wasn't covered by Chris Crude.
And here goes the crowd again. They don't hold back here in Philly. Oh boy. Oh! Again, spoke for itself. Two giant, humongous legs drop down to the nether regions of the Blue Meanie. Oh man, coast to coast he goes.
And Chris Crude says, "Look at my power."
And again, Chris Crude also said he was 200 pounds and change.
225 and 3/4 pounds, Chris Crude. Where's he going? Is he going? Oh, no, that didn't look like another sandwich. He could be setting up a table, though.
Full course meal. Or maybe harsher intentions for the Meanie.
Uh-oh. Shades of Sabu.
It was actually going for that Sabu mannerism for a moment. Oh.
Did he?
Sabu never did that. He just broke the damn chair.
We almost had Air Crude, but he should shop at IKEA next time.
I'm not sure it's gravitationally possible to ever have Air Crude, but Meanie ducking the chair. Meanie on the run and a hard clothesline. Crude will not go down. Goes for it again. Crude will not go down, but Meanie is determined. Oh my God!
Well, I did see Chris Crude on the top rope earlier.
Crude drops the elbow, and Crude takes it. That was one of the damnedest things we have ever seen.
Unbelievable! The ring has just collapsed under Chris Crude and the Blue Meanie.
In the battle between the Meanie and Crude, the ring didn't stand a chance.
Meanie looks... Is he okay?
My God. Chris Crude taking advantage, dropping the elbow, dropping all that weight, coming out of here with a big victory. And the Meanie, I think he's okay. He's getting to his feet, but unbelievable. It's just lucky that Meanie seems to be walking out of here under his own power.
Blue Meanie.
In its own way, one of the most unforgettable matches we've ever seen here at Propane Pro. The Meanie's still standing tall. And these fans celebrating for what they just saw, celebrating the past, present, and future of 3PW, and celebrating the Blue Meanie.
Meanie able to get up after that. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like that before here in 3PW. That was intense. That was insane.
And that's just the beginning. Who knows what else we're going to see from Chris Crude as the weeks and months go on here in Propane Pro. This is what was termed a special bonus for the fans. Oh my God! No! Oh my! Can that even hold him up there? Oh, Gerry! Oh! I think I saw my mom in there.
we've seen a little too much of this crew.
It's on his underwear. I think I used that thing to cover my pool last summer.
No, Gerry,
come on, somebody start a chant. Put it on, come on.
Gerry, I think the... Oh no!
There's two of them.
We have a pose down! A strip off!
And it looks like Crude's gonna win this thing hands down. Nobody is more blubbery. Oh my.
Could this be the formation of a new tag team, Gerry?
I certainly don't think our ring would be able to handle that. Who do you have ahead on points, Mike?
I'm trying not to watch, Gerry. I'm a very...
And Mike, here comes a man who has a championship on his mind. Certainly a new beginning for 3PW, a new beginning for the tag team division. Simon Diamond, not so long ago, very briefly held one half of that tag team championship, but that is all in the past now. And the word is that Simon has singles glory in his future, if you ask him anyway.
Well, as long as Simon Diamond has his head coach in the corner, the lovely Talia, you can only see him rising to the top here in 3PW.
That's not the only thing rising in this building right now. My God, look at Talia.
I'm going to move as far away from you as possible, Gerry Strauss.
Accompanied to the ring by his coach, the sensual Miss Talia. He hails from South Bend, Indiana, weighing in 232 pounds. Simon
Oh boy!
This is about to pick up, Gerry.
Good line.
I don't know where I heard it. I think it's a team off the top of my head.
And the roof is about to come off the top of this building. These people are making noise for CJ O'Doyle. Scene we have here, as it always is, when the man that you call
Kid 3PW
making his way around the ring. Let's go down to the ring for the proper introduction of O'Doyle. CJ O'Doyle, so young in this sport. You might say he's still in school, and he's been tested. He's been tested time and time again. And now he's about to be lectured.
He has a point.
Mixed reaction for Talia. How disrespectful can you get?
No respect for CJ O'Doyle.
Maybe he just sucked at it. Maybe he just sucked in TNA. Second, CJ, look at this. A new look for CJ O'Doyle.
CJ O'Doyle becomes a man here tonight.
What a way to really become a man if he can knock off a veteran, a worldwide superstar like Simon Diamond. The bell rings and it is on. It is the relative rookie against the professor, the mastermind. Hammerlock applied by Simon Diamond. Nice counter by O'Doyle. Takedown by Simon, and he's feeling mighty high, mighty proud of himself. Mighty superior at this stage of the game, Mike. Both men with something to prove here. Simon wants to be taken seriously. He wants to get in that main event picture. He can do it with one big dominant victory here. CJ, of course, just wants to prove he belongs.
Hey, you can make the same argument for CJ. If he comes up with a win over Simon, he could be in line for a main event title shot.
Oh, he certainly could. He's been on such a hot streak as of late. And he doesn't want it to end at the hands of Simon Diamond. Reluctant shaking the hand.
Simon looks confused at the sportsmanship of CJ O'Doyle.
Collar and elbow into the side headlock. CJ trying to break the hold now, shoots Simon off the ropes, and Simon knocks him right down, up and over. Simon put on the brakes into the arm drag. There's number 2. And Simon Diamond outthinking CJ O'Doyle every step of the way in the early going.
CJ once again shaking the hand. Whoa!
Oh, stop it. Oh, CJ right back. Fists of fury.
Simon better respect him now.
Back elbow. CJ trying to go for the quick victory. Side headlock takedown. And the kid gloves are off. The respect is off. CJ O'Doyle knows he's in a fight now.
Back to a vertical base.
This time it's O'Doyle with the shoulder tackle. On the move, looking for a hip toss. Simon gets it. Kick right off of him by CJ, taking him down. Hook of the leg. And now it's CJ with the arm drags. 2 of them and right into the arm bar.
Simon has obviously taken CJ O'Doyle way too lightly here tonight.
Well, that all has to come to an end now for Simon. He has to recognize that CJ can hang with him in the ring. If he doesn't recognize that fact, O'Doyle will make him recognize it. And Simon, cagey move, driving the shoulder into the breadbasket area. O'Doyle on the move, look at this side, no! Satellite head scissors by CJ, countering the side slam attempt. Diamond hits the corner hard. Backdrop, heads up move by Diamond. Walking the left, but a right hand by CJ on the top rope. He is perched, he will fly. Nobody home for the crossbody.
You see the height that O'Doyle got. He must be in serious pain now.
Simon Diamond once again outthinking the inexperienced O'Doyle. And now he stalks. So patient, so methodical. And that big right hand floors O'Doyle. CJ pitched to the outside.
Here comes Simon.
This is not typically an environment in which Simon feels comfortable in, but he seems adamant about taking O'Doyle to school, laying some punishment on this relative youngster who, according to Simon, has the goal to be in the ring with him.
Get him in the ring now. Let's go. Come on.
And this is a true sign of how the thinking man's wrestler Simon Diamond is. He is taking CJ O'Doyle out of his element. He is using his veteran knowledge to wear CJ O'Doyle down.
Don't forget, CJ has been able to hang with and in some cases defeat some of the greatest veterans that we've seen here in 3PW. He was able to defeat his own trainer, former two-time 3PW heavyweight champion, Gerry Wolf. Also battling the Rockin' Rebel to an intense match, gaining the ultimate respect from that veteran as well. But Simon may have the answer to the question, how do you beat CJ O'Doyle? Keep your eye on Talia, as if I have to tell you twice. Oh, and here's CJ firing away. Forearms to the face. He's got Diamond staggered. Opposite side, his head down way too early. Simon's got him hooked. There's a suplex.
It looks like the Simon series, Gerry. Can he go for the trifecta?
It would be a gourd buster, but CJ fired away.
CJ series he called.
Oh my goodness. There's number 2 for O'Doyle. Can he make it 3? This time it's Simon countering.
And he finishes the series.
Simon's pride, his ego would not let his series be stolen from him. Oh, and what's this?
I don't think Simon knows music.
Oh, we've seen Simon use that super kick in the past. Nobody home for it this time. There's the sickle out of nowhere. CJ O'Doyle's hardest shot. Don't know how much he got of it this time. Simon looks to be floored, but CJ in no condition to capitalize. O'Doyle is loopy. He's not even crawling in the right way.
He looks out of it.
This crowd making some noise for CJ O'Doyle, ducking the clothesline now. Another lease on life for CJ. Again with a big back elbow. Reversal of the whip by the veteran. And again, Simon eats the back elbow. This time he eats the boot.
CJ a little bit quicker than Simon. CJ signaling for that leg drop.
This could be a big risk. It's the ultimate chance for CJ O'Doyle. He's on top. It could be do or die. He plants it.
That is it. Talia's in.
Wait a second.
What the? The head coach comes in, gives him kicking CJ. CJ's not affected.
Talia just saved Simon Diamond's ass right there. Don't turn your back on Simon. CJ making a huge rookie mistake here. And Simon on the attack from behind. Toe-to-toe they go. Simon with some of the best right hands in the sport. You can hear him all the way up in the far reaches of the building. And he goes low. Oh, wait a second. That powder found no one but Simon. Wait. Oh! And that super kick found no one but Talia. And then Ace Crusher!
O'Doyle! Oh! Oh! CJ O'Doyle, how was Simon able to kick out?
So close to the biggest victory of his career, and now CJ once again on top. CJ will fly, and CJ will miss. Simon Diamond able to get out of the way,
Wiping the powder out of his eyes.
the most used Talia has been this whole match. And now Simon laying in wait. Turn around, CJ. Oh, there's that super kick, perfectly executed. Flush to the jaw.
Oh! CJ's able to kick out of the super kick. What's it gonna take? What is it going to take to put CJ O'Doyle away? Simon looks positive. I've never seen him look positively baffled.
Yeah. The mastermind feels like he's in remedial class right now. It's great. Super kick again, blocked by CJ again, the Ace Crusher. This time CJ goes low. Firing. Looking for the Simonizer. Center ring. That's it.
Unbelievable, Gerry. That took every ounce of CJ O'Doyle. And Simon Diamond's able to, I dare to say, that's out of victory.
Simon Diamond able to take the win, but he has to respect CJ O'Doyle now. There's no way in hell that he cannot recognize the fact that CJ brought it to him here tonight, Mike.
CJ O'Doyle gets rid of his old trunks. He has become a new man, and he has shown his tenacity here tonight by going toe-to-toe with Simon Diamond.
Simon checking on his head coach. She took one for the team here tonight. What an unbelievable match. Simon may have picked up the victory, Mike, but again, there's no way that CJ O'Doyle can be denied as being one of our top superstars after this one.
I can't.
Talia being carried out of here. Goodness.
Simon Diamond serving notice to Slyk Wagner Brown.
He wants a title shot in the worst way. Listen to the crowd, Mike.
Something we have been used to over the past year. Something we will keep hearing. And something that will get louder and stronger each time CJ O'Doyle comes out to that ring and gives us performances like we have seen here tonight.
He's on the losing end of the stick today, but certainly a moral victory for Kid 3PW.
He is no longer Kid 3PW. CJ Doyle is a man.
Tandem in 3PW. We saw Greg Matthews earlier tonight, and here comes his running buddy and mentor of sorts, the biggest mouth in Propane Pro.
Led to the ring by Greg Matthews. He hails from anywhere he damn well pleases. Weighing 1,000 pounds, including his ego, he's one head of the platform, the Rockin' Roll!
Here comes one of the hardest hitters that we have ever seen here in Propane Pro. These people on their feet for the big man. This is going to be one hell of a mountain for Rockin' Rebel to climb here tonight, Mike.
No, definitely. Monsta Mack seemingly more focused than ever now that those tag team titles are up for grabs. And definitely a victory over the newest tag team, Blackball, will put him in the running.
He weighs 275 pounds, Monsta
Hello, brother. Each and every one of these ladies out there will see you and kick each other's asses out. But you know what? You don't need to watch me. You can tell these people to fuck themselves.
What book of the Bible is he quoting from?
That's why I'm an atheist, Gerry.
I'll tell you something. Today, I was sitting in front of my computer, just walking around my computer, talking to someone in the console there, you know what I'm saying? And I got to do that. And guess what? I spent 1 hour tonight. I bought 3PW. Well, speaking of TVW, I have to say something like they say in the Maury Povich show. Jasmine saying for her, when it comes to being the owner of 3PW, Jasmine, you are not the owner.
Hold on.
Monsta Mack taking out Blackball.
Monsta Mack doesn't give a damn who owns 3PW or what Rockin' Rebel spends $1 on.
Come on, Rebel.
Rebel cannot move the big man. He's on the move himself, though, and the flying shoulder tackle gets the job done. Rebel was right about one thing, Mike. Sorry, I get you too confused. These people do want to see these two kick the crap out of each other.
Just knocks down Matthews and knocks down the Rebel.
You made a great point earlier. These two certainly could potentially be in the running for the tournament to crown new tag team champions, and a win here by either one would go a long way towards pushing them towards that goal. And it's Greg Matthews with some quote-unquote tag team work himself from behind, taking Mack down.
Rebel working over Mack. And one would say Damian Adams would be out there for Monsta Mack if he had not had such a hellacious match with Trent Acid earlier.
Looks like Monsta Mack is going to be forced to go at it alone here. And it certainly is a 2-on-1 situation. Greg Matthews isn't even hiding the fact that he wants to beat up on Mack along with the Rebel. And Mack able to reverse the Irish whip. Rebel hits the steel. Oh! Rebel with the drop toe hold, and Monsta Mack sent right into the guardrail. Monsta Mack certainly representing the new breed of super heavyweight. He is big, he is powerful, he is nearly immovable, and he can move, he can fly with the best of them as well.
One of the hardest hitters, if not the hardest hitter here in 3PW also.
Just ask Rebel after that one. Matthews trying to get Rebel back to his feet. Hold on! Monsta Mack flies!
Oh my. Like you said, one of the most agile big men in wrestling.
Talk about being fired up. Monsta Mack putting his Mack truck-like body on the line. And it could be it here. There's a cover. Oh, kick out. Mack's loaded up. He's looking for a clothesline, a monster clothesline on the run. Rebel ducking the clothesline and a spine buster.
Big time spine buster. Can he get the 3? No.
Rebel, a heavy hitter himself, certainly. Head down way too early for Mack, and a swinging neck breaker from the Rockin' Rebel. Rockin' Rebel hooking the leg, and Monsta Mack able to survive again. Mack firing away. These two obviously just plain don't like each other. Power slam by Monsta Mack.
Uh-oh, he says goodbye to the Rockin' Rebel.
He's gonna go for it again. One hard shot could be all it takes. There we go. Damn. Greg Matthews continuing the attack. Monsta Mack taking the victory, but the fight continues. This is 2-on-1.
Monsta Mack being Rebel taking care of the ref.
I don't care how big, how strong you are. There's no way Monsta Mack can fight back against this. Look at this. Oh!
Monsta Mack getting taken out.
Blackballed, continuing the assault. Look at this. Oh, splash into the corner. And a bulldog by Rebel.
Matthews up to the top.
Drop in the elbow, and you're right, Mike. These two have tag team glory on their minds. Hold on.
Damian Adams.
baseball. Damian Adams entering the ring with chair in hand. Adams wants to make it 2-on-2 straight up. Oh, they're backing down.
Respect for you. But you know something? You just got bored. Like the bitch that used to always come to me. And your partner is a little faggot too.
And that brings him back to the ring. And now it's Mack and Adams on the attack.
You better pray that you won't get the kings of Philadelphia. Like Damian said, you guys are going to leave the building with black and blue balls, son.
The Kings of Philadelphia standing strong in the ring. Monsta Mack with an impressive victory over the Rockin' Rebel. And I think we have a new rivalry set here for next month.
And this is just the beginning. The road to the Tag Team Championship Tournament. It starts off here tonight. Next month, May 21st, is the night. We're going to have new Tag Team Champions. Will it be Damian Adams and Monsta Mack? Will it be Black Gold? Will it be another team? We don't know, but it's sure as hell going to be intense. Most violent championship match that we have ever seen here in Propane Pro. What are they going to do to up the ante on each other here tonight?
Last time we saw these two men, they destroyed the ringside area. No one was safe. Like you said, that was just one hell of a beating they gave each other. And now we have Meanie out here to support his good buddy, Roadkill.
Will this be the night, finally, for the ultimate glory of the angry Amish warrior? We've got a capacity crowd in this infamous building who sure as hell want it to happen.
You fuck sheep! You fuck sheep! You fuck sheep! You fuck sheep!
Doesn't matter how prepared Roadkill is tonight. It doesn't matter how ready he is tonight. If he wants to walk out of here as the 3PW Heavyweight Champion, he is in for the fight of his life, because the man who currently holds the title is undoubtedly, unquestionably, the baddest man on the block. He is the biggest badass in wrestling today. He is the underground king, and he has his underground queen at his side.
The first couple of 3PW, April Hunter and Slyk Wagner Brown, championship gold. Just pure success so far here in 3PW.
Last month, Roadkill got his shot, his first ever shot. Hold the phone. We've heard this music once already tonight, Mike, but we're not supposed to be hearing it now. What the hell is Simon doing out here again?
Simon saying he's going to take notes on this match.
Simon and his offensive coordinator now, Talia.
She can do anything.
I'll bet.
To me.
Well, unfortunately, you can't do anything to her, at least not within 500 feet, according to the Philadelphia law. And there is the opening bell. They are calling this Amish Armageddon. It's the rematch that had to happen. Roadkill so close to upending Slyk Wagner Brown last month for that championship, but it was April Hunter who told the tale. She made the difference. She helped her man walk out of here with his strap intact, so to speak. This time Roadkill says the kid gloves are off. He will unleash his Amish anger on Slyk or April if that's what it takes.
You got all that of somebody who says chickens?
It's all about the inflection, Mike.
All kidding aside, this is very, very serious here. Amish Roadkill has never been more focused in his life, in his wrestling career, towards that 3PW championship. He can taste it.
And look at the power of the Underground King. Certainly giving up a good 40 pounds or more in weight, but making up for it in just a sheer strength. This time, Slyk with a quick move going low. And that's what he's going to have to do. Stick and move, hit and run. And Roadkill doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to feel it. He wants to smack it again and again, but Slyk going to the eyes. Slyk Wagner Brown with the Irish whip. Reversal by Roadkill, up and over, backflip. This guy's just amazing. Didn't help him there though. 2 clotheslines for Roadkill. And power slam center ring. Only a 1 count.
So close. That was a beautiful power slam.
Roadkill is certainly a super heavyweight phenom. He can move just as well as anybody half his size. And look at the power slam attempt, and Slyk Wagner Brown turns it into a DDT mid-air.
That is why Slyk Wagner Brown is your 3PW champion. His ability to think ahead, his ability to reverse seemingly unreversible situations has made him your champion.
Not to mention his aggressiveness, pounding away on Roadkill all the way to the outside, stop for the head.
And don't forget April Hunter lurking out there.
She's certainly a force to be reckoned with in her own right. Roadkill hits the steel. We remember what happened when these two got to a fighting outside the ring last month. Oh! They destroyed ringside. They took down the damn guardrail. They fought all over the building.
And it looks like they're about to repeat that onto the timekeeper's table.
Come on.
And there he goes again. Roadkill meets steel. Slyk Wagner Brown. Oh! Using the microphone, just publicly ridiculing Roadkill right there. Roadkill firing back.
They're using every bit of the ringside area to take each other apart.
Oh! And Slyk again catapulting his challenger into the guardrail. Slyk Wagner Brown. You have to believe he wants to put an exclamation point on a victory here. He wants to prove that he can defeat Roadkill once and for all, so he doesn't have to worry about him as a challenger. Standing moonsault, and it doesn't get the job done.
He out there to show support, hopefully to counteract, April Hunter, maybe even Simon Diamond and Talia if he has to.
Smart move by Roadkill to bring his longtime partner, his longtime friend, and certainly a guy who knows all about what it takes to rise to the top here in Philadelphia. The Blue Meanie getting this crowd into this. And Roadkill still fighting. This is the fight of his life. And he just may have been hit with the clothesline of his life. Slyk Wagner Brown hooking the leg, and Roadkill shoots that right arm up.
Slyk staying on top of Roadkill here. bringing him to the ropes, choking him out. He has to watch that count. And just standing out. Look at him using all his weight.
Oh, there we go. April Hunter dropping the leg.
And that brings Meanie up and in the ring. Meanie can't have this.
John Finnegan trying to retain some sort of order. Sending Meanie to the outside. Unfortunately for Roadkill, he was being pummeled out of the sight of the ref. Finally, Finnegan putting the count on that illegal choke. And Vintage Brown here, dropping the leg, slingshotting all the way to the outside of the ring.
And Roadkill just rolls out.
Roadkill does not have the look of a champion. He does not have the personality of a champion, and there are many people in this sport who didn't want to give him a chance. Finally, he's got that chance, and it would be a damn shame if it was April Hunter who once again caused him to lose that chance, but he's not giving up the fight just yet.
And there, look at Slyk Wagner Brown with his knee to the back, just pulling back on the chin of Roadkill, wearing him down in the most vicious of ways.
Slyk doing a tremendous job in keeping the big man on the mat, horizontal, where he can't take advantage of his size advantage.
And Roadkill makes it to the ropes.
Mercilessly, he's just stomping away on the head, Mike.
I was going to say, I don't know if that was luck that he made it to the ropes.
It's certainly not saving him. It's not protecting him. It's not giving him any mercy whatsoever. And there's a low blow.
Ref did not see that.
And Brown has proven himself very early on in his championship tenure as a man who will do whatever it takes to get a victory, whatever it takes to keep that championship around his waist.
Oh! Slyk taking a little too long getting him in the corner. Oh! And Roadkill. Roadkill just showing intensity.
Right to the eyes goes the champ. Slyk Wagner Brown stalking, punishing, pummeling. And there's a reversal. Roadkill ran right into a back elbow there. Slyk Wagner Brown springboard into the moonsault, finds nobody, and there's a spear.
And can Roadkill get up? Can Roadkill get on top of Slyk Wagner Brown and end this? Can Roadkill realize his dreams to become the 3PW champion?
He's too slow, too late, perhaps, to go for an adequate cover. He's getting to his feet.
Sizing him up.
There's a big right. There's a second. And Roadkill is feeling it here. Oh, the champ right down low again, and he eats that clothesline. And there's another. Roadkill's got to let it all hang out. He can't hold anything back. This is his chance. Set to ring. He's connected.
Slyk able to kick out. So close to a new champion right there, Gerry.
Roadkill can't let up. He can't let frustration get the better of him. He has to plow on here. Pardon the pun. Running charge and all that weight into the champion. Look at this.
He's got him up.
Looking for the barn burner.
Out.
Slyk on the move. He's caught. Side slam. 1, 2.
Slyk so close. So close to losing that 3PW championship he covets so much.
Simon Diamond intently watching on along with Talia. They want to crack at whoever's going to walk out of this as the 3PW heavyweight champion. These fans can feel it. We are getting closer and closer to history being made. Roadkill catching the super kick, and he has him up. Board builder. And Roadkill going to the top. Ill-advised. He could have had the cover perhaps right there, but Roadkill wants to finish him off. He wants to do it in a big way.
He wants to be sure. Can he make it? Oh, that's it. Roadkill is you.
April, come on.
April Hunter back in.
And now Meanie in the ring. Meanie tossing April to the outside.
Meanie taking care of April. The Roadkill.
Simon Diamond with the championship belt, knocking Roadkill clean out. What the hell? Simon just dragged Slyk Wagner Brown on top. I can't believe this.
And Roadkill kicks out.
I really can't believe it.
Simon Diamond doing his best trying to ruin Roadkill's chances.
The angry Amish warrior will not let his championship dreams die. Slyk Wagner Brown's going to take another shot at killing it right here.
And he has him. There it is. The stretch muffler, Gerry. This is it.
It's worked for him before. Roadkill
Lights out.
his body.
So close.
Roadkill back to his feet. Oh, look. There it is again. Death Valley driver this time.
And now he's calling for it to go up to the top. Roadkill. So close. We could have a new champion right here. Well, Talia's up there.
And Simon's up there. What the hell?
And he puts him through the tape. Talia distracting the ref, and Roadkill takes a spill through the table from the top.
It can't end this way.
This is a miscarriage of justice, Gerry.
It's just plain wrong. Simon Diamond, no business in it.
1, 2, 3. I cannot believe this. This is sick, Gerry. Roadkill was going to be our new 3PW champion, but it was just stolen from him.
The mastermind Simon Diamond out here with a plan, finding a way to control his own destiny. He wants a crack at the heavyweight title, and now he knows he has decided who the man he will face is going to be.
Simon's. That sounds like a challenge from Simon Diamond. Will Slyk Wagner Brown accept?
He has his eyes on the prize for sure, and he's just decided who his destiny might be. That is, if he gets his wish, if he gets his championship match. Slyk Wagner Brown, thanks to Simon Diamond and Talia, walking out of here tonight, still the 3PW Heavyweight Champion. I can't believe it. We gotta get out of here. For Mike Winner, I am Gerry Strauss. We will see you next time.